This is Shelley Craft coming to you live on SNNLive. We're at the New Orleans Investment Conference 2016. I have with me Doug Eaton from Strategic Metals Ltd. It's a publicly traded company, SMD, on the TSX Venture. Doug, welcome to SNNLive.
Thank you, Shelley. We're very glad to be here, and it's been a wonderful conference so far.
Good to have you. So let's talk about the company. Let's give us a brief overview on it, and we'll go from there.
Strategic Metals is a project generator. Our main focus is in Yukon, Canada. We are the largest claim holders in Yukon. We have about 120 active mineral projects. About 70 of them are focused on precious metals.
Wow, that's a lot of projects in one place.
It is a lot of projects in one place. We also are uncommonly well funded. We have about $20 million in absolutely unallocated cash. We also have share investments in a number of other companies, totaling about $22 million at the present valuations for an overall working capital of about $42 million.
Now, how do you work? Do you find the projects, or are the projects brought to you? Do you cooperate in doing drilling and development? I mean, I just want to get the rundown on how you operate.
Well, that's great. Yeah, we act as project generators, which means that we keep track of activity in the territory and nearby jurisdictions. We usually go out and stake the claims, so there's no underlying royalties or interest to prospectors. All of our projects are 100% owned. We have very, very low holding costs. All of our projects have between 5 and 20 years of built-up credits for assessment. Burn rate's extremely low. It's very uncommon to be able to weather down cycles like we've just seen and come out of it stronger than what you went in.
Now, it seems like a lot of your types of companies are leveraged against the price of gold. Is that typical in your company too?
It really is. Our modus operandi is to look for pretty much any commodity that's worthwhile, but you don't see the leverage on any of the others like you do on gold. If zinc prices go up, we see a small increase in share price. If the gold goes up, we see an enormous increase in share price.
So where do you partner with producers when it comes to the next phase of development and going into mining?
Yeah, what happens is generally we like to take projects through to the point where they're ready to drill, and then we find partners, either joint venture partners or people to option the property, or sometimes we'll actually make an outright sale. Those people then go out and make the bulk of the really expensive expenditures for drilling. What we do is we retain either shares in those companies, equity interests in the projects, or royalty interests, and almost always we retain some kind of a royalty.
So is business better today than it was, let's say, 5-6 years ago, because the price seems to have bounced a little bit?
5-6 years ago, we were going crazy. 5-6 years ago, our market cap was well above $300 million. Today, it's $48 million. Shows the kind of discount we're facing after this cycle. Right now feels to me like 2004, 2005, just as we're going into a major bull run. I think we could see very, very significant appreciations in the next few years. In terms of our business, we're busy at both ends of the cycles. When things get busy, we option properties out to other companies and have leverage against their exploration expenditures. When it's quiet, that's when we go out and acquire the really good assets that we later move forward to other companies. So it doesn't really matter where we are in the cycle, we're busy.
That makes sense. Now, what's your background?
I'm a geologist. My first degree, though, was in political science, and I think in many ways I use that more than I use my geologic degree. I've worked in Yukon for 25 years as a partner, and still am a partner in the most prestigious and most effective exploration company in Yukon, a company called Archer Catherine Associates. And it's the databases and the knowledge that company built up that we're able to exploit through Strategic to make our acquisitions. Although, having said that, Archer Catherine doesn't get any royalty interests or any share kickbacks for doing it. It's a purely contractual relationship.
Now, What about the rest of the team?
Rest of the team, I've got a wonderful young IR guy by the name of Richard Drexler, who I welcome everybody to get a hold of. Richard will do his level best to give you what you need. We've got a wonderful group of geologists, lawyers, and accountants who sit on our board. They all have a huge amount of experience in exploration. I just can't say enough about the support that's behind us.
Now, for more information, let's get your website out there so our investor audience can go visit.
Yeah, if you go to strategicmetals.com, you should get there.
Ladies and gentlemen, Doug Eaton, Strategic Metals Ltd. It's a publicly traded company, SMD on the TSX Venture. I'm Shelley Kraft. This is SNNLive, and we're coming to you live from the New Orleans Investment Conference 2016. Doug, thank you so much.
Thank you again, Shelley. Thank you very much.
You.